All right, so we're back here. I've got it set up. I had to change. I don't know how much speed I'm going to be able to get with this. I'm going to end up landing in the grass. I don't care. Our backyard terrain park has melted. Here's where our kicker was, and this is all just crap snow now. Here's where the pipe was, just to give you an idea of our backyard. And this is so rock hard that if I landed on it, I'm just going to slide out and end up hurt my wrist. The half pipe has gone completely to crap. So that was our half pipe. We still got some snow on the sides of the houses, but it's melting fast. So this is where I'm going to put the AstroTurf. I'll put the drop in here. We're going to put the AstroTurf, and then we're going to use the pipe down there this summer. So yeah, that's what our terrain park was. I started about 2 weeks ago. If I would have started halfway through the year, I would have made the half pipe here because I got this natural bank, and then I just got to build that bank up and blow all the snow over there. So drop in up there, 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, maybe 4, and the kicker and the pipe will be down on the other end. But I like training in my backyard. All right, let's get to this and see how I do. Okay, it's a lot slower than I thought it was, but it sure held up, didn't it? Okay, so there you have it. I was able to do a board slide. What you didn't see was landing on the grass. I bit it hard. So watch how much speed you have when you're landing on grass, because it stops like a brick. And but yeah, oh my god, how much more do I love this thing than that 6-inch PVC pipe. That thing was just hard to ride. So maybe learning to ride rail would be better on, I don't know, metal rail must be slower or something. Anyways, we'll figure it out. We'll keep on trying. But to show you how strong this PVC is, it wasn't even supported. Look at that. This stuff is not going to break. And that's 230 pounds jumping on it. 220. I've probably lost some 10 pounds. Anyways, so $35 snowboard box. You know, this is all you need. And maybe I'll take some of this snow and fill it in and ride tomorrow a little bit. So we'll keep you updated. Hey everyone, backyard snowboarder here. All right, so we built a rail, or a box, sorry. we've been playing with a rail, a 6-inch PVC pipe, and not getting the results because it's kind of slippery and it's kind of a small target and it wasn't high enough up. I'm gonna amend that. But this is how to build a snowboard box, right? And technically this is not a box. I watched several videos on how people do build their box and their dads are meticulous, right? I just threw something together because the snow is melting quick here. So this is part one of it. I'm gonna go ride it today because the snow probably won't be here, and then I gotta do AstroTurf this summer, right? So what we figured out about these boxes that people are building, and you can see it behind me here, is that they are really heavy and they are really big and they are very meticulous, and did a great job on them. I didn't need something that special. I just need something that my kids can learn on. So this is only a foot tall, okay? These are 2-inch. Those are 2-inch PVC pipes. And you're gonna say, well, there's nothing in between them. Okay, well, here's the truth about it. 2-inch PVC pipes are, you know, 1/4 of an inch thick. You can't, you can see the other end kind of move and whatnot, but really these pipes are made to hold water. And so pipes cost me like $4.97 each, or $5 each, right? 2 2x4s, that's what I use, 2 8-foot 2x4s. The center part is 13 inches, and so it's supporting that way. And 2x4s are used in houses, obviously, so since they're used in houses, you're not gonna have a problem with your less than 300 pounds of weight. I'm just gonna make that really vague, but you're only on it for how long? And on top of it, I've got 13 inches, I've got 6 inches, and so this comes out to 1.5 inches, 6 inches, 1.5 inches, and then another 2.5 inches. So it's roughly, shoot, I'll get the tape measure and let's find out. Yeah, it's right about 1 foot. And these should be 8 feet pipes. Sorry for my camera work, doing it all myself. These are 10-foot pipes. Okay, so they're 10-foot pipes. So this is 10 feet by 1 foot tall by 14 inches wide. So you can see that there, yeah. But these pipes are so sturdy. Now, should you build it with pre-treated wood? You can. Pre-treated wood is obviously going to hold up to the, they're going to hold up to the standards better, or the climate and whatnot. I'm going to be raising this up because my children, I just want them to learn on it, so it's kind of a starter for them. You're going to need a drill. You're going to need a 1/2 inch. So this is to drill the top, and then you drill the top, and then you put the screw on the bottom. Now you could use bolts if you wanted to. It was kind of even painful to even just put the screws in there because you don't want that hole to be too big, otherwise you're going to catch on it. And then I sanded them with a piece of sandpaper. Get 2-inch screws. So I used 2-inch screws. I used a 1/2 inch bit to drill the top hole. Use a circular saw. If you don't know how to use a circular saw, watch YouTube videos or ask someone who knows how to use one, because you can't grab your board with no fingers. Yeah, I guess that's the dad in me, right? But I've been cutting wood and building stuff, and yeah, so you could use pre-treated wood if you wanted to make this last longer, and I may do that when it gets higher. But right now, we are looking for, you know, and it's light. So you can see I can pick the whole thing up with one hand, okay? Since it's not gonna be sitting out in my backyard that much, it'll be sitting in the garage, and I might use a top cover for it and make a jump for my, or a ride on for if they want to ride their bikes on it or something like that, right? Really, it cost me virtually nothing. $6 for the screws, because they're deck screws. $5 per pipe, so that's $25, and then each 2x4 is like $2.50. So it's like under $35 I built this, and it doesn't take up that much. You might say, okay, well, the ground underneath of it may not be level or whatnot. Well, the truth is that, you know, the thing's going to move anyways if you're going to put it on a hill or something like that, and we'll show you on our next video. So to wrap this up, this is how we built the box. 2-inch, 10-foot PVC pipes, 5 of them, right? 1/2-inch drill or 1/2-inch bit to drill the top of it. Put 2-inch screws down through the 2x4s. The 2x4s are 13 inches across. The lift or the up part there is 6 inches. Yeah, so there's a lot of screws that went into it, but this way you don't have to build sides. You don't have to worry about the water going through it. These PVC pipes aren't going to ever rot or anything like that. The only thing that's going to rot is the base if it does rot, or if you're going to raise it. This is possibly an easiest way to raise it instead of having to change the whole thing. And it's lightweight. And if you wanted to cut this thing down, you know, you could cut it off here, right, and make it longer if you wanted to. You could use 5-foot ones. I did notice while I was riding at the park yesterday, as I'm getting used to riding rails and learning and facing my fear with it and everything like that, is that the most of the boarders were only riding a certain portion of the rail and then jumping off. Now these rails, I gotta tell you, I went through the park and I'll tell you what, I gotta get over my fear of heights, because you have to get at least 3 to 5 feet of air to even get on the rail. And maybe that's my fear. As you get older, you get more afraid to do things just because, you know, you've seen so many of other people get hurt or injured, or maybe the thoughts in your head. I don't know, as a young kid, I skateboarded, broke my leg, didn't even think twice about it, got back on. When I was snowboarding when I was younger, riding 22-foot walls, one of the first half pipes built out there. And yeah, so as you get older, you do get more afraid. I have 2 kids and a wife, so I have to still make money and pay for them. So, all right, so stay tuned for our second video on this, on how to build a box, or how to build a snowboard box. And also we'll put me putting this together all fast, or you can watch if you want. I actually took video of me constructing it. All right, let's go check it out.